What is up, traders, and welcome back to Uplift Markets. Today we'll be discussing a little bit about Amazon and why it is setting up for a potential breakout, and we're going to break it all down from the fundamentals, the technicals, and where the stock could be heading next. If you're a trader or an investor, this is one setup that you don't want to miss. So without further doubt, let's get started. Now, before we jump into the numbers, make sure you subscribe to our free Uplift Markets newsletter, where every week we share trade ideas, fundamental insights, and AI-powered stock breakdowns straight to your inbox. Now, let's talk the fundamentals. Amazon Web Services, or AWS, is continuing to be a major growth engine for Amazon, contributing a huge chunk of the company's operating income. Despite the broader tech volatility, AWS grew over 15% year over year in the latest quarter. That is showing strong enterprise demand for the cloud services. Now, beyond AWS, Amazon is streamlining its retail operations, cutting costs and improving the margins, all while expanding into AI, healthcare, and logistics. Analysts are getting more bullish as Amazon improves its free cash flow and guides for better margins in Q2 and Q3. Put simply, Amazon is still a cash machine, and that strength is reflected in its financials. Now, let's dive into the technicals. Why are we stating that there's a bullish setup continuing in this name? Well, the stock is currently trading above its 50-day EMA, a sign that bulls are in control in the short to medium term. Even more importantly, it's holding above the swing high anchored VWAP, which shows that the momentum has shifted in favor of the buyers. We're watching closely the break of the $210 level, a key breakout zone, as a confirmed close that could obviously trigger a strong upside momentum. As we can see here, the stock is obviously above its 50 EMA, which is this yellow line right here, and above its 200 EMA, which is this black line right here. The swing high anchored VWAP is going to be this red line here from the top. You guys may be asking, why do you plot it from the highs? Well, if we go back, right before the downside move, we were in a pretty nice uptrend, but something occurred here that selling just overwhelmed the buyers, and we reversed that nice uptrend that we had. So it's important to notice that and plot a swing high anchored VWAP to kind of get the average price of those market participants that entered the name at those swing highs. And it's very important to note that it's at 197.29. It's right here, and it's matching with the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA, showing that collectively those buyers and are coming in, and the sellers who were at those highs are now on average losing money, right? And it's very funny to see that we gapped up above all these resistance levels that we were underneath these levels before, and we pulled back exactly to the penny. It's no coincidence. Right there, bounce off it, which is important to see, and shows a major propulsion here from the buyers, right? Now, I would like to enter the name at a break above the $210 level and see some type of candle formation like this, and a decisive candle like this, like a breakout candle that gets above the 210 and close above that, and now that would be the higher high formation and the initiation of the new uptrend, right? If you go back in time, I believe this is what's setting up, is if we go towards right here, right? Just like so. Right here. The date, August 16, 2022. We had a nice little bullish trend, and then something happened here where we reversed. We had this downwards continuation, right? We started to see the buyers slowly, getting above the 50 EMA and slowly above, trying to get above the 200. We knew that there was underlying strength, right? So all we had to do simply was plot that swing high anchored VWAP from this price, and as soon as the buyers recuperated above the 200, above the 50, and above the swing high anchored VWAP was where, which is right here, this point, right here, was where we had this enormous and magnificent trend towards the upside, just like so, like all the way until we reversed, and is what's recently the possible setup that it's setting up exactly like the prior one that I just showed. So as we know, history repeats itself, and this could be a copy of that exact trend reversal in a way. So like I said, we are watching very closely this stock on a 210 level break, and overall, to recap, we'd like to let you guys know that the Amazon's fundamentals are looking strong. AWS is driving the growth, and technically the chart is setting up in a very beautiful way. As always, I'd like you guys to keep an eye out for the 210, which could be a break above that, and is going to be the start of the next leg up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for weekly ideas and check out the newsletter, like I said, for those early setups just like this one. As always, take care, don't let the market whip you guys out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.